Welcome in and please enjoy this beautiful home tour. The design of this house took time to put together, piece by piece, detail by detail, and sometimes that's exactly what we must do for ourselves. Take the time to rebuild, restore, and put ourselves back together again. As you look around this space, let it serve as a reminder that your life, too, can be redesigned with patience, intention, and grace. Please subscribe because this journey isn't about homes. It's about us creating safe and beautiful spaces within ourselves. And on this path, you're not alone. We're rising and rebuilding together. Speaking of safe spaces and rebuilding, I've spent the last 10 plus years creating a safe space for my family, especially my girls. And now, as I step into this new season of becoming an empty nester, things feel different. They're going off to college, and for the first time in a long time, I'm realizing it's my turn to rebuild myself after pouring so much into them. So let me tell you what happened as we prepare to send them off to college. And here we are. For the last 19 years, I've been a full-time mom, a wife, and a safe space. And in a few months, that chapter closes. Now, where do I begin? I've been working from home while the kids have been schooling from home. They have been with me since second and fourth grade. So this transition is not only going to be hard for me, but I believe that this transition is going to be different for them. In my mind, I feel like they will conquer it, but right now it's about me and my new journey and how I'm going to step into this new life of being an empty nester. Don't get me wrong, I am truly going to miss those daily interruptions, them coming in the office. Hey mom, asking me for things, asking me for advice, me fixing lunch for them, us just chatting during lunch. I'm going to miss those times. And I know that this is probably harder for me than it is for them. But as a mom, although you know these times are coming, it's hard when they get here. And now you have to move on and face the reality that your babies are growing up. They have literally been with me for more than a decade, just the three of us. Now, don't get me wrong, I have a husband. However, it's girl power in my house. My two girls and myself, we have been the three amigos with school and life intertwined. Sometimes their days were heavy and I was there. I saw the gloom. I felt the gloom. And I was able to tap in those moments and say, hey, you all right? What you got going on? You having a good day? You know, I was able to tap in. I was able to feel their emotions in those moments and being able to talk it out, giving them some sound advice on how to feel the emotion and move on. I was there. I'm here. I'm still there. I'm always going to be there because I'm mom. But it's different when they're no longer in your space. One of the reasons why they were homeschooled was because of the influences and the environment and things that were kind of happening to them in schools because they were not as outgoing and they took time to acclimate to certain environments. So we brought them home and we were all they knew for a very long time. Now we danced, you know, they interacted with other people, with other girls, with other teenagers, and they have built their own tribe as well. As dancers, they built their tribe. Now they're going out into a new world where those dancers friends are not in the same environment. So now they have to build new relationships and build friendships and navigate this space without mom. I know they can do it, but I think Mom is having a hard time, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with myself, it's not an easy journey. To have your children with you day in and day out, some say it may not be healthy, but I have to say, I honestly look at them and they bring me joy, pure joy. The young ladies that they are becoming, the young ladies that they are, they're articulate, they're smart, they're well behaved, they're respectful, they love God. And with all of that being said, I can't help but to be happy for them. They're now going to gain their own independence and they're going to walk into this world with their head up, their shoulders high, and make their mark. And for that reason, I'm joyful. I'm happy. I'm happy. I feel like I've done my job. As a parent, it's not easy. There's no handbook. There is no instruction guide. There's nothing to tell you how to do it, where to do it, when to do it. The only guide that I use, one of the main guides that I used, was I allowed God to be my guide in raising my young ladies to be who they are today. And although I allow God to be my guide, even still, I feel an emotion that I didn't think I would be like this. I knew that I would be sad, but I feel like a part of me is being lost, which I know is not true, but that is how I feel. So I'm not just losing their physical presence, but I'm losing their everyday soundtrack of being home, walking through the kitchen and me making them breakfast and me making them lunch and, me doing all of the things to make sure that their day ran smoothly. So now I just have to worry about my day, which is okay. To worry about my day and making sure that my day runs smoothly and developing a new regimen for myself. And I said all of that to say, no matter where we are in life, change is inevitable. And change is coming, whether we're ready for it or not. We can love them enough to let them go. And that is where I am. I'm just loving on them enough and I love them enough. And I want them to understand that I am always going to be a staple in their life. No matter what road they take, no matter what path they go down, I will always be a staple in their life. Mama will always be here, no matter what. But now it's time for Mama to just rediscover who she is. And women, we have to rediscover ourselves because we give so much of ourselves. We give it, we tap out for the most part. For the women that learned how to balance it all, kudos to you. My hat goes off to you. But there are some of us out here who have not learned to balance it. And now we're here, right? But it's never too late to rediscover who you are. It's never too late to live out loud. It's never too late to live in your purpose and in your passion. It's never too late to conquer those goals and those dreams and those visions that God gave you. It's never too late. If he brought you to it, he'll bring you through it. So tap into who you are. We can walk this journey together. You are not alone. We are here together and we can walk this journey together. Just hit that subscribe button. So if you can, just tap in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's walk this journey together. We are stronger in numbers. If we can just lift each other up, hold each other up, pray for each other, hold each other accountable so that we can walk this journey and become the person that we desire to be. So we can do this. We can reveal that woman inside that has been locked in for so long. Now is the time. It's never too late. You woke up this morning. Now is the time. We can do it if we try. And I know that no matter how hard it seems, and when we thought that we wouldn't feel the way that we feel, and I have to be honest, I did not think I would feel this way. I knew that I would feel a way, but I didn't think that I would feel this way. But the truth is, I do. Something happened that made me realize that I'm not as ready as I thought. I'm a wife, mother, and a woman on a mission, reclaiming my power, passion, and my peace in this next chapter of life. If you spent years pouring yourself into your family and now wonder, who am I? You're in the right place. This channel is our safe space to rise, rebuild, and rediscover ourselves with confidence, grace, laughter, and more importantly, with God.